Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new segment of this YouTube channel. Hope you guys enjoy it. This segment is How Do I? So pretty much I asked you guys on the vlogs to ask me a whole bunch of questions that you guys want to know about anything in general, but I honestly would love to help you guys through business, through like starting up businesses, any advice that I could possibly give you guys. I would love to give you guys throughout my own experience and my own investments. A little background story of where I come from. I didn't come from a wealthy family. I did not come from a family that had everything to give to me. The only thing I saw every single day, day in, day out, is my dad working super hard. So it tears me up right now because if you guys know, my dad's really sick. Oh my God. Okay, and every single morning, I would see him wake up at 6 in the morning and not go to sleep until 3 a.m. It was crazy. Every single time I saw him, he was working. He didn't come to my basketball games because he's working. And I get my work ethics from him. So let's start this video. If you guys enjoy it, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed as of yet. And comment any other questions you guys want to know. This video is about how I started my personal fashion label called Cocaine. Let's go. First question is from a username named Throne. How did you start Cocaine? And I have been working on clothes for my own brand at the moment. Would love you to check it out once it launches. Love from Norway. I would love to check out your brand when it does get launched. No doubt about it. You guys know I love supporting the underdogs. That's what I'm about. Anyway, so how did I start Cocaine? At the end of the day, I had a mindset, and it's similar to Timothy Delgado. If you guys watch his life story or know his life story, he calls it the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I call mine the Pharrell Williams. My one is conquer in music, then do fashion, and then do anything else. I started off being a DJ. I got I would say famous in Melbourne for it. And then I was like, hey, you know what? I'm nearly at my peak. So let's open up a fashion label and I'll use my following from my DJ across to my fashion label. And then it just went off. It absolutely started doing really well. There's a mindset that a lot of people get to. They overthink. Sometimes you just got to go out and just do it. Don't overthink of too many things. I know you need to take a calculated risk, but at some point of time, you just gotta do it and see what works and what doesn't work. So starting a label, I just jumped in and I did it. And I do everything from A to Z. I do everything from website to delivery to postage to getting things made to designing to everything. Every single little thing that has to do with this business, I do. And that's what personally I feel like people need to do when they begin. It gives you a very broad knowledge of everything that you need to know and need to do. It comes from accounting to business management to every clothing designing, manufacturing, all that kind of stuff. I'm actually right now, I'm gonna tell you guys, honestly, I'm love doing this. It just lets me free up my mind and tell you guys exactly, I want to help people. I want this YouTube channel to be able to give people advice, to give people help that they actually need, or even a voice. I might not be an expert, but I can tell you I do have a successful business because you guys know that this is what I do from 9 to 5. Question number 2 is from a username named Sarah. How do I expand my network to help my business grow? As I said previously, with my Cocaine label, I built myself a brand as a person, as a DJ, and then I moved on from that. For example, for you guys are my brand awareness as well. I do everything there's a word that I'm looking for and I don't know, and it's a tip of my tongue. Not normal is not the word I'm looking for. Oh, fuck, my brain just went blank. I just don't do it the way that you're supposed to do it. At the very beginning of time, I don't know, when you just open a retail store, you calculate foot traffic, you calculate all that kind of stuff, how many people will walk past, how many people will walk in, how good is your store to whatever. But these days, there's social media, you could just be a dominant online store. So what I did, honestly, I built myself my own foot traffic. I built a reason for people to follow me, to listen to what I have to say, to listen to anything, to look at my Instagram feeds, to look at my YouTube channels, to look at my Facebook group, to even add me as a friend on Facebook to see what I'm doing. I built a following prior building a brand. That's what I believe a lot of people don't do right now. They just have a great idea. Yeah, fair enough, you might have a great idea. And then you're banking on your idea to work. I was banking on myself as a brand to sell another brand. Honestly, a following right now, my views per day right now, this is not even to brag, this is nothing to anything, but I built this. I'm looking at least 50,000 viewerships from all different social medias. It doesn't matter what I sell or what I do, people are watching, and that's what I feel like that's the best way to grow, network your business. And at the end of the day, just know people, know a lot of people. Say hello to whoever, Joe Blow from down the road. You never know what that interaction with that person might help you. Go to parties, go network yourself. Network yourself with the creative people that you feel like are in your circle. Like for example, I know nearly every single Melbourne brand that is out and I'm friends with them. I respect their hustle. I know a lot of people you know what? But they're your competitors, they're your whatever. At the end of the day, they're there. No matter what you do, there's always gonna be competitors. So don't make them your enemy, make them your friend. And you can feed off them, feed off their ideas, feed off their growth. Sit back and look at what they do and continue to either follow their footsteps or carve your own footsteps from them. Honestly, one of my favorite, I sat down, after, I'll be brutally honest in this segment. I broke up with one of my ex-girlfriends. I was in a rut, absolute rut. I hanged out at Saintside. If you guys don't know what Saintside is, it's one of the biggest, or is the biggest brand in Melbourne right now. I hanged out with Mark, spoke to him, just picked his mind, thought how he thought, took all of his strategies, just ate information. Just so much information. And I was working a 9 to 5, right? This is another important, very important. A 9 to 5 is just not good enough. For me, I'm not telling you guys to be like me. I'm not telling you guys. But honestly, a 9 to 5, and then you gotta have a 6 to 12. You gotta have a 5 to 12, a 5 to 2 a.m. It doesn't matter. That's the time that you put in effort, work, and just grind it out. And there's a lot of people oh yeah, you know, my Snapchat only gets 1 view. My Instagram post only gets 5 likes. My Facebook status only gets 2 likes. It doesn't matter. It's better than 0. I started from 0. Just remember that, guys. A lot of you guys are OG followers and subscribers. We started at 0 subscribers. We started at 1 view. We started at 1 subscriber. And it's just that progression of work and people will see it. Trust me, you don't know when you just hit that 1 view or 1 purchase or 1 buyer or even have that 1 network talk with that person and it opens every single door for you. I hope that answers your question, Sarah. Let's move on to the next one. Next question is from a username AfroGum. How do I... dash? Dash, yeah. Is designing school necessary to make a branding business? I didn't go to design school. I honestly didn't. I just love fashion. I looked at a lot of fashion. I knew what I liked. I infused things. I copied things. I imitated things. I duplicated things. I would say it would be an advantage, to be honest. I would say get good at Photoshop. Get good at a sewing machine. Honestly, one of the best things I've ever done, and I thank Philly for this, is giving me a sewing machine. Knowing that you can sew and alter and do all of that on your own as well, at least you can create what's in your mind and do it. There's a lot of people, I'm gonna say this, and I'm one of them though, and I'm gonna be a hypocrite about it, but yeah, you can design something or a print and just print it on a t-shirt. Any Joe Blow can do that. There's fucking websites out there now that you don't even need to set up anything, and they'll just drop ship to that customer. And all you gotta do is have a print and a t-shirt. At the end of the day, for me, I know a lot of like brands do this, but it's not designing. Like I'm assuming that your designing is cut and sew, making patterns, and actually sitting behind a sewing machine and just sewing away. If you guys follow my vlogs, you guys will know I sit behind a freaking sewing machine for 6 hours. And I sew, and I sew, and I sew. There's so many like little things that you don't know that you might pick up by manually doing it yourself. And at least if you do go to like a higher manufacturer, you can tell them, this is the way I like it, this is the way I want it, this is how you should do it. At the end of the day, designing school is advantage. I hope that like sort of answers your question, but personally I didn't go, and I sat there watching YouTube tutorials, learning how to Photoshop, learning how to design, like drawing, all of it. I sat there and just grinded it out. Next question is from a username of Jessica Hawkins. How do I expand my social media network? For example, Instagram. Ooh, okay, this one's a real tough one for me because once again, I'm gonna be a hypocrite. I don't post enough on my Instagram or on my Snapchat or on my Facebook about what I'm doing. I feel like, first of all, what you gotta separate is your personal from your business. That's one thing you can't have like interjoining or intertwining with each other, because I feel like a lot of people on Facebook like tag me in club posts, tag me in like a whole bunch of crap. I'm like, so are you like a person or a business? Like, you just gotta create your like page, you gotta spam your like page, run it from your like page. If I was you, honestly, I don't do this. I'm gonna say I don't do this because I'm a hypocrite. But I should do this, and I do it sometimes and then I slack off. Not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna lie about this. At least do 4 posts a day. 4 posts on any social media that you can possibly can. Because listen to what I said prior to this, 1 view is better than 0. And another thing that a lot of people get like caught up on, you're gonna be like, holy crap, how am I gonna generate 4 posts a day? It's all about documenting. Don't think about creating something that is visually stimulating and crazy. Yeah, it's nice. But documenting is another platform that people will like to follow. Like for example, prior releasing those flower box logos that I did, I showed progression. I showed that I'm sewing it. This is what it looks like when I'm ironing it. This is what it looks like before the patches, everything. And that builds, like it builds a hype for that product when it does get released. Like I built such a crazy hype over that. And I feel like that's the way that I did it. I did press shots, I did normal shots, I did like everything. Honestly, if you guys like are so, especially with Instagram, if you're trying to sell something, I understand everyone wants a fucking beautiful looking Instagram. At the end of the day, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And for me, I just like taking photos. If it looks nice, I'm just gonna post it. Content is better than 0 content. Like, I'm not saying just put trash up. I'm saying put something that you like and you believe that, oh, you know what? People need to know this. Put that up. And the whole hashtag follow for follow, don't do that. Like for me, I feel like that's annoying. People don't even look at hashtags. Like, tell me one person that like looks through hashtags and goes, oh yeah, let's hashtag super dope box logo jumper or something. I don't know. For me, I just want to build it generically and naturally rather than forcing people to follow me and I'll follow them and rah, this and that. I hope that answers your question. Like, if you guys want me to go in more depth, I prefer to. If you guys want like more direct questions and answers, I would love to, because this is why I'm sitting here and speaking to you guys. If this goes for 20 minutes, it's gonna go for 20 minutes. I'm still gonna fucking upload it. I don't even fucking care. If it helps 5 people out there, 1 person out there, and I only get 10 views, that's still a fucking good ratio. Next question is from a username called Phellicia. Yeah, that's what I call it. How do I design and manufacture a shirt design? For me, the way I personally do it, it depends what it is. Let's talk about very basic. You've got a logo, you want to like print it on a tee. A lot of companies out there do it. A lot of companies. There's a few things that you guys need to understand, that there is like a setup fee, which is usually, I'm going to talk in Australian dollars, about 50 Australian dollars, and then a printing fee for every single garment. Every single garment, I wouldn't pay any more than like $1.50, $1.60 per tee. And then it depends what t-shirt you want to get printed on. A lot of places do have minimums that you need to buy before they give you wholesale pricing. I'm going to tell you guys honestly, AS Color, you need to order 50 or more tees before you get a deduction in price. I mean, like a very good deduction. And I'm going to say this straight up, a lot of my shit didn't move from the very beginning. From the very beginning, I printed a fucking shitload of crap and it didn't move. And I was like, why is it not moving? But sooner or later, you just learn from your mistakes. Anyway, answering that question, find a local person that does some screen printing. Find a company that you like, or you like the quality of their t-shirts, or jumpers, jackets, or whatnot. Get them. Honestly, I keep everything inshore. Like, if you guys know me as a brand already, all my shit is made right here in Melbourne. Actually, in fucking Melbourne. Like, my printing is done from Melbourne. My t-shirts are from Melbourne. If I have to sew, it's from me. Like, everything is from me. All my patches are made. Sorry, my patches are made from a guy who makes jerseys, and he's from here as well. I'm pretty sure he makes it overseas, but the business is here. I try to keep all my businesses local. All my stickers that I print, local. Everything. I pay, like, I know I could go cheap. I'm Asian. I fucking know. I'm Asian. I can go to some Chinese manufacturer and get it just done like fucking like 1/10 of the price that I'm paying now. Honestly. And I would make a fucking killing. But at the end of the day, I support local businesses. I know it's a stupid thing to say. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, you know, profit margin is low and rah, this and that. I still keep my things very affordable, and I keep it in-house. I'm gonna call it in-house, local in-house. Like, I'll be brutally honest. Like my box logo printed tees, jumpers, or whatever. The jumpers alone are $36, and people are gonna be like, that's how much I usually pay in store for just a normal jumper. $36 is wholesale price. And then after shipping, after getting the box logos done, after every, okay. All right, I'm gonna break it down to you guys. I'm gonna fully break down my cost of my flower jumpers that went insane, all right? Let's go. Jumper alone is 35 bucks. The patch is $2. The flower patches is another $2, right? So let's round up to 40 bucks. That's $40 already. And then it takes me about an hour to iron, sew, whatever. And I'm gonna, let's say I pay myself 25 bucks per an hour, right? So it takes me an hour. So I'm sitting at $65 just for the product to be made and ready to go, right? That's 65 bucks. I sell it for $80 and $10 shipping. Shipping, I don't control. Trust me, shipping is the worst thing anyone will pay, right? 65 bucks, right? And there's $15 that I make. PayPal, when you guys pay via PayPal, PayPal takes like, I think like an X amount of percentage, I don't know it off the top of my head, and that cuts into my profit. Everyone honestly tells me I should sell my jumpers for 150, 180, 200, like it's worth that much, and it's my time and my profit margin. Normally, if you guys don't know this, retails profit up to 400%. So whatever their manufacturing cost is, they usually times it by 400. And that's what their retail is. That's why you guys can see them go 50% off and they still make money. They can go like fucking even 75% off and still make money, because production is even lower than that. But for me, I don't do sales. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know, just that's a bit of an insight for you. I hope Phellicia, that sort of answers your question. Very last question right here. Username is Emmanuel Dent. Dent? Emmanuel Dent. Yes. How do I know what things I need for shipping my clothing brand? I'm releasing my first tee in June, but I still don't know what other things that I need to know about the shipping stuff. Okay, shipping, shipping. You cannot avoid shipping. Shipping is the fucking worst thing alive. If I couldn't like give free shipping, I would, but it costs me a lot of money. For example, a 500 gram satchel from Ozpost is $8.25, top of my head rounding up. That's for 500 gram, right? So anything that is under 500 gram costs me $8.25. And then there's a 3 kilo satchel, then a 5 kilo satchel. What the fuck? What happened in between? Like seriously, Ozpost, please, what the fuck happened in between, right? The 3 kilo satchels is fucked because, okay, I do a $10 flat rate for t-shirts, jumpers, right? But for example, my jumpers or jumpers in general, if it goes from a large to extra large to 2XL, it's heavier than 500 grams. And my jumpers alone are 350 GSM. So they're already a really heavy jumper. So I have to buy the 3 kilo satchels and I'm losing money on shipping. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what? I just realized I'm actually losing money on shipping. I'm forking, so that's cutting out of my $15 profit right there. So at the end of the day, I walk home with like 10 bucks profit on top of my jumpers. Not even gonna lie. Like, this is just being truthful for you guys. Shipping, I used to ship it in like a fancy box. Like I used to buy a $1 box that was made here as well and folded into like a cool little, maybe like an A4 size. And I used to put like cool stickers on it. I used to make the presentation really well. And then guess what? Ozpost fucks it. I give it to them nice and square and all my customers receive these boxes and they're just fucked up. So if you guys like receive shoe boxes and they're like smashed or dented or whatever, and you're like, oh, that sucks. It's the post people. The post people, they treat your items like shit. Honestly, I want to do a custom parcel bag. If you guys could do a custom parcel bag, that's probably the best idea. Like Topman, Topshop, ASOS, a few other brands now, they do custom parcel bags because it's not going to get damaged in transit. But the only thing for me, it's just simpler and easier for me to use the generic Ozpost ones because I don't have to print out a packing label. I don't have to waste money on a packing label. Like, it sounds very petty. Packing labels are X amount of dollars. Printing is X amount of dollars. You calculate the electricity for printing, all that kind of stuff. I invested in a label maker and that's the thing I love the most. I'm not even gonna lie. So, shipping, weigh your item, give them like an estimate and do your best. Like I know there's a few websites out there that actually generate you like cheaper options, but at the end of the day, you just need to go with an option that customers feel like safe and secure with. Like pretend if I sent out a fucking parcel and the company name is Kangaroos Koalas Express or some shit, and you'd be like, is that even a real company? Like there's some real good companies out there like Fastway, Courier Please, TNT, DHL, what's a few Australian ones that we have. That's pretty much it. But then Ozpost, everyone knows Ozpost. Everyone trusts Ozpost. But what you guys really don't know, Ozpost fucking sucks. They're shit. Their prices are fucked. The service is shit. But at the end of the day, it's all about the customers feeling secure about who you use to ship and how easy it's them to track it, to do this and that. And yeah, Ozpost is the monopoly of delivering services in Australia. I hope that answers your question. Thank you guys for watching this long ass video. I hope this gave you some sort of advice, gave you some sort of information, gave you anything. If you guys want to comment below what you learned from this and what helped you, I would love to hear it. Like, write a massive comment. I don't even care. I want to read it. I want to know what you guys learned, what you guys want to know, what you guys want more of, anything. I'm more than happy. I'm an open fucking book. Literally, this is how this should be. I'm not making shit up. I'm not a fucking entrepreneur that has $10 million, anything like that. But I make a living from what I love. And if I can help that and give that to you guys, I would fucking love to. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash that subscribe button, which is just down there. Any comments? Start up the sentences with how do I question. I'll try to answer. I'm gonna try to group them up so it's all one like relatively same subject. So I don't want to jump from like, why did I start YouTube to like, why do I play basketball or why, some shit like that. You guys understand? I hope you guys enjoyed it. No, seriously, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I enjoy making this. I can sit here and talk to you guys all day about this business stuff because this is what I love. Like, I eat and breathe this. I breathe the hustle. I love the hustle. Like, I don't even have an end goal because I just want to keep hustling until I don't even know when I'm going to be satisfied, honestly. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. Thank you.